Welcome back to 3-Day Weekend. Dwight is back in the shop. It's making a bad noise. An expensive noise. So we're gonna try to fix that today. Let's see what we can do. Our problem is drive shaft related. If you can hear this noise, that's the prop shaft banging up and down. I already have a spare front differential and yoke, so I can show you what it's doing out on the bench. This is the front differential and yoke out of Floyd. Imagine your prop shaft is right here, universal joint there, and this is there. Floyd did the exact same thing. I replaced the yoke and it fixed it for a while, and then it did it over again, so I ended up replacing the yoke and the differential. This sucker is like $1,200. Don't want to replace that again. Managed to find a used one, really good shape, save some money, but the chances of finding that again are impossible. So we need to fix the one we have. We have our spring pin, and that keeps it from being able to move up and down. That's not the right size. But we have nothing to keep it from moving up and down like this. And it's going to wear further and further into the splines and wear out these splines. You can't just throw a new yoke at it. It does the exact same thing. So I'm thinking of drilling a hole right here and drilling a hole right here and using some set screws with some Loctite and putting them in there and there to try to keep the whole thing firm. Obviously this is an experimental one, so we can make mistakes and play with it before I take the real one out and mess with it. All different sizes available in our set screw assortment. I'm going to go with 1/4 by 20. We can get 3/8 inch long. I feel like anything else is too big or not enough. I don't know. We'll try 1/4. So to do that, I've got my 13/16 drill bit all set up in my drill press. And the RPMs are set to, what did I do? 1500, which is the recommended for drilling into cast. So she's all set up. I'm going to start drilling. It really wasn't that bad. It's a perfectly drilled hole right there. I like that. I have my 1/4 by 20 handy dandy Harbor Freight tap. Let's see how it does against cast. That went really well. And our first set screw goes right in like butter. And it's right there. Cool. And just for fun, let's throw it on and see what kind of a difference it makes. Just that one makes a huge difference.
Wow.
Yeah, no more play in there.
That's
like
crazy.
that. All right. I'm gonna flip it around. Drill one more hole. Honestly, if it keeps going this easy, the hardest part of the whole project is gonna be getting that darn prop shaft out of there.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely gonna want to remember to put the spring in first, the roll pin in first. And these seem very effective. That is as solid as you can get it right there. I'd say that's better than new. Oh!
Except for that.
Even without the pin in it, it's still really tight. I like it. And really, what's worst case scenario in here? It's not going to crack and break. I mean, that's just not going to happen. Well, one of these strips out or something, or gets stuck in there and I have to drill it out. I don't know, that might be worst case scenario later on, but that's an easy drill. It's hollow through most of it, so you drill it out. I could put a bigger size if I wanted to in there. I went quarter, but that's a bigger hole than quarter. I think that's a good solution. Yeah. We're pulling it out. Okay.
Nice! How's our yoke looking?
Looks fine. We gotta do that drill hole. And the slip ring in this was a little bit loose, so we had some extra play that direction too. Was it a roll pin, spring pin? Whoever caught. It's a little trickier when you have the prop shaft attached to it. But I've got it all anchored in. I think we're ready to go. You've already seen this once before, so we'll just do that real quick. It's ready, and it's beautiful. We're gonna use Loctite, 2 set screws, piece of, oh, I should clean that out a little bit. Yeah, a little bit of metal in there. Let me clean that out, and then we'll go put it back in the machine. Getting it back in, it's a matter of twisting, pulling, lining it up the other side. Once you get it past this A-arm, it's smooth sailing. Make sure your holes line up. Yep. Looks good. Okay, and we're bailing on the spring roll pin for a regular grade 8 bolt. Maybe.
A little bit back. I think.
Can't tell.
There it goes.
And one more time. Well,
Wow!
it's tight. I wonder if we're gonna have to periodically adjust and torque those down, which is not going to be easy because you barely even see that when the floorboards are in. But I would say, wow, that did really good.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as those stay in there and tight,
We're good.
it's good to go. We are done. Back together now for testing. We're going on a ride tonight.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock sharp. And then we'll see how it lasts. If it fails before I edit the video, I'll put in a little snippet right here talking about it. But we made it past that snippet, so must be held together. So far, so good. I will post anything on this machine in the playlist, so subscribe if you haven't already. If it fails, we'll talk about it in a future video. I want to thank you so much for watching. Every viewer, every subscriber through Patreon, right through the channel, either way helps us out tremendously. But thanks again for watching. I hope to see you here for another video on 3-Day Weekend.